Hey, it's Jess, and I'm back with my art. You can't stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. We're opening with a bunch of, I guess, outtakes of me pointing at stuff badly and not understanding how anything works. Just move your hand forward, your arm forward, dummy. I'm trying to point to that chair and failing. Oh, sorry. The reason I'm doing this is because I wanted to tell you about what we're doing today. We're going to take a short tour of my apartment and the places that I like to make art in. Yeah, good job, buddy. Yeah, we did it. And then we're going to do some dancing. So this is my transition into showing you my chair space. I love to sit in that chair at night and like I have a little circle light and then I did this to approach the chair because I'm an artist. Did you see that black screen that just passed? Call Scorsese. I'm just waiting for my Oscar. I don't know why I have to call Scorsese to get an Oscar, but you know what? I'm going with it. I have a ton of Poscas. I know, but I have a ton of Poscas and I'm not going to apologize for it. They were expensive, but remember, I'm an addict and needed to buy stuff instead of, being drunk all the time. That's my view, and this is my emotional support aria.
Okay.
And I'm not getting the hit that she doesn't want me to pet her. This next sequence is probably the best work I've ever done. There it is. That's the floor to my office. I am hating myself because I'm about to show you what it looks like. Oh God, the mess. Why? There's so much stuff everywhere. It's shameful. That's right. Also, why is this here? We don't know how to cut it out and we gave up. So here is the inside of my office. More details about where things are, and I'm so embarrassed that I'm like moving the camera too fast for you to see. Also, great transition to show me you my patio. Yeah, I'm so good at this. This is what I look at when I'm hanging out in my office doing art here. Yeah. Oh, the artistry. Yeah, I mean, there's lots of nice natural light, so it's really good for flip throughs. This desk is temporary. I move it, and you'll see that I move it when I do larger projects, and I just sit on my floor. Crisscross applesauce. Oh, here's the patio in nicer weather. Look at Manhattan. Yay. Oh, this was from earlier today. And apparently, I love these pots because it's all I'm focusing on. Beautiful. Here's me dancing again because I didn't have a way to transition into the next part. So here's some magical work. Oh, there she is. She's on her floor with all 6 of her journals. I'm going to sort of take you through the materials that I'm going to use. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that after we go on the tour of my apartment, we're going to do the first layers of a bunch of journals. I'm not changing it. Anywhoots. So this is essentially how I like to do the first layer of any journal. I take a bunch of journals out and just kind of do whatever. I'm rolling on stuff with a brayer. You can call it a roller if you want, but I learned what brayer is recently. And actually, is this a brayer? No. Now I'm questioning everything. So how dare you make me define what brayer is and then I didn't know it. God, worst audience. Just kidding. You're the best. So yeah, so like some of the craft paint that I have there are things that I'm pretty sure I bought somebody and they didn't bought my daughter and she didn't want them or didn't use them in time for them to go congealy. In first layer, I know that I can just use it if I want, if it comes out good, or I can paint over it. So often what I'm doing is just using whatever. Usually it's things that I want to get rid of or I have only a little bit left of. Oh, clapping. So happy to be painting. Yay. This blue. Oh, look at it. Oh, the way it mixes with that neon yellow. Get out of town. Beauteous. I wish I'd used more of that blue. Oh, wait, I still have it. I can use it right now if I wanted to. See me spraying the brayer or whatever, the roller? It's actually just getting all the paint off there for me. And I'm cleaning it off, just kind of like trying to get as much squishy stuff off as I can and to smooth it out as much as I can. Making things smooth is how you get it to dry fast. If you're doing like this many journals with this many layers, like the trick is to get it to dry in between. And if it's not going to dry, like just walk away and do something else, which is what I would do if I were not filming. It is really fun to sit there and just make a mess. You'll notice on the right that I have these containers that hold specific stuff. Sometimes I build them specifically for what I do want to do that day. Oh, look, she's cuddling on the floor and drying paint because it is the most boring thing to do on the planet. And also it's doubly boring to film. And yet I did, and I'm showing it to you. So those bins on the side, sometimes I build them for the projects that I'm doing. But most of the time, like those inks live in there, like the tools that I use live there. Like they just kind of like go to different spots that are either in my apartment or, like I said, this section is where I build a desk and can look out and film from, but also do artwork from. This is where that desk goes, and I can, break it down and move it to the side so that I can do larger projects like this on my floor. However, I do think there was something else I was going to say, and I started talking, and then I gave up. And I should script this, and I totally did script it, but I have now forgotten where I am in the script and what I've said. So we're again just going to watch paint drying, and then when I remember it, I'm going to randomly go back to it, and you're just going to love me forever for it. If you've made it this far in the video, we're besties now, because there's no way that you would be this interested in this if you didn't just like me. Okay, so you'll see that I'm putting stuff underneath the last pages, the pages that need to dry, just because like they have not quite dried and like I need to go on to the next pages. I got nothing to do. So I alternate between acrylic paint and inks. Some of these inks are watercolor inks, which are, you can get like the really fancy ones, which are always talked about. But you know what? Artist Loft, Michaels, they have them for $2.50. It's really not that expensive. The 3 that are sitting right there by the book, and those ones are ballpoint pen inks, and they dry even faster. So if you have 2 pages, you can just that are drying and they need to have many things in between them. Oh, look at that. I left a black spot in. You're welcome. So what we can do is like the ballpoint pen ink it just dries really fast and it's really vibrant. Like that's the ballpoint pen ink. It's just so pretty. You can buy ballpoint pen ink anywhere, and it goes really far if you're using it as paint. I mean, you couldn't buy ballpoint pink. Okay, I can't say ballpoint ink anymore. You can't buy that type of ink at like Costco, but you can find it really easily on Amazon or whatever. Okay, do you see how I blotted with that piece of paper? That's basically another way to dry it, so I can just move on to the 3rd set of pages here. The things I blot with or wipe off a brush with, those I keep those and I use them for journal pages in the future. You'll notice that I am just applying stuff right to the paper because I don't want to leave any paint or ink. I want to leave it on the brush. I want to clean the brush off of all of its pigments and then use that material for the future or to spread it farther, right? Like I'm dipping it in for one page and then dipping my brush into one type of thing and then painting another page and just kind of going around. Oh, the transition on this was a miracle. So like it really is about spreading the colors around and getting as much, pigment as I can all over the place. I always end with acrylic medium and some paper because it takes forever to dry. So I just leave them on the office floor and dry until they're done. Until they cure. Yeah. I'm looking at that bright green one on the right and I hate it with everything inside my body. I hate it so much. the good thing about doing this way is like, yes, all the pages look very similar when you're doing them, but they're all in different journals. So when you do flip throughs, they look very different. Or when you go back, everything looks very different. Like this daily calendar, which I will use to do numbers, and then you can open it up and put it on your desk, like for the days of the month. Each page is a little bit different. You want to make it as different as possible. At least I do. That for me is like a fun adventure in silliness. Yes, there are continuing themes throughout each book. Like I have one theme to cats. I mean, let's be honest. All my journals are a little bit feline. So these are the pages that we completed. I just keep getting sidetracked by my own thoughts. My side quest is side questing. So these are like, what I was going to say flew out the window. Oh, so these are all the journal pages that we finished in this video that I finished for you. So I have other videos that will finish from these first layers to, 6 or 7 more layers of materials to build out collages. This is actually how I started doing my paintings too. I love putting the acrylic medium on these because they make really rough paper smooth, and it's very clear when you're working with canvas that is the case. So essentially means when I put it on canvas, it's like drawing on a slick piece of paper. It's delightful. So this journal, I didn't do a lot of things in because I knew, oh my God, yuck. Because I knew that I would this one feels done to me. Like, I think she's so pretty. She's going to get more work. She's going farther, but yeah. Anyhow, so this one I'm just going to paste all of those little, those mop sheets. I don't know what to call them. The refuse paper. Oh, that's toilet paper, Jess. So yeah, I am thankful that you joined me again today and that you listened to me and that you're interested in what I'm doing. I hope if you haven't followed me that you will do so now. I don't know why you wouldn't, because you've lasted 12 minutes into a ridiculously poorly edited video, so of course you'd follow me.